Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
Today's question comes from Terry in North Carolina. My wife and I have worked hard. We paid off our debt and have a net worth of $8 million. We still watch every dollar and save and invest as much as possible. My brother and his wife do not follow the same strategy. Recently, my brother approached me for some money because he has failed to pay taxes for years, and the IRS is threatening to put a lien on his house. He now owes over $100,000 that I know about. I believe in helping families, so I have given him over $23,000, and I plan to give him another $8,000 soon. I created a budget for him, set up separate accounts to help avoid reflex spending, and even recommended he listen to your podcast. Things went well for a month, but I found out he and his wife majorly overspent on gifts during the holidays. My worry is that my help has been a waste. He doesn't seem to recognize the damage that he is doing to our relationship by essentially spending my money on frivolous items while I keep the IRS off his back. He also doesn't seem to understand that every dollar I give him is one I can't invest myself. Should I just walk away at this point? I'm going to say yes. Let me back up my position on this, Dave. I'm looking at some of the language that you're using, and what I see here is resentment building. Because clearly you don't like the way he's living his life. I like that you're giving him the money and not loaning it to him. But because in your mind there's these strings attached that he's not following, I feel like it's causing unrest in you and in your spirit. I'm like, listen, you got to guard your heart a little bit, because if you keep giving him money and he continues to not do what you think he should do, it's just going to build up your anger towards him, your resentment towards him. I mean, you said it right here. You said, let's see, he keeps spending my money while I'm keeping the IRS off his back. It's like do you hear that, Dave?
Yeah.
Where he's getting angry. And what I also see here is you're trying to do everything for him. And as long as you do things for him, he has to do nothing for himself. Listen, he got to have a great Christmas because you gave him the money. And, it doesn't say this written here, but if you're just handing him checks for money, that's not going to work. Maybe you reach in and pay something off for him, but just giving him $23,000 and $8,000, you don't know what he's spending that on.
If this was my brother, I would say, I love you, and I'm cheering for you, and I will give you encouragement and advice, but no more money.
No more.
I'm done. Because the money that I've given you has not helped you. You've not made any adjustments. What you did at Christmas was frankly ridiculous and insulting.
Mm-hmm.
After I tried to help you and gave you money, you went out and acted like a 4-year-old. And so I love you. I'm going to cheer you on. To the extent you want my help, I'm here to help you, but it won't be with any more checks.
Yep.
It has nothing to do with my net worth or my level of generosity. And by the way, there is zero moral or ethical obligation to give someone money just because they're in your family. Zero. None. We all like to help people we love, whether they're in our family or not. But are we really helping someone when we're giving a drunk a drink?
No.
And all you did was give him a big old bottle of Jack Daniels, and he went and got trashed.
He got trashed, but I feel like the brother who's trying to give the money, he's trashing himself too, because
Well, he's the only grown-up in the equation.
Yeah.
I mean, little brother or whatever he is acting like he's 4 freaking years old.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who responds to a gift by going out and helping with money and after the giver of the gift says, okay, here's a podcast, here's a budget, here's separate accounts,
right?
And and here's some money, and we're going to stand you up, and we're going to put you on roller skates and push you down the road, and here we go. And what do? You take the skates off and throw them back at him. Come on.
That's why I say if you can't walk away and just kind of shake your hands and walk away, don't do it.
I wouldn't stop speaking to him. I would tell him you love him, and I'd be there for him and help him. But that you are not required to give someone who is misbehaving money. And you shouldn't, because you're financing the misbehavior. It's called enabling. Mm-hmm. Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.